Peshawar Zalmi, they're exactly where they wanted to be. 66 for 1 from 6.
नसीम बाहर आता है, इन ड्राइव खोलता है, नसीम अपनी ऑफर डालता है और ड्राइवर की तरफ से जबरदस्त मेडन ओवर, एक शानदार राइड हाजिर होती है नसीम और वो एक चैंपियन की तरह राइड लेता है, अपनी मर्जी की राइड लेता है। जिंदगी जी ऑर्डर करने में 20,000 प्लस रेस्टोरेंट्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा सामान लेगा।
जब टेस्टेड नहीं है ना, वो आउट।
Crystal to continue. Well, 2 in the power play, 1 now outside of it. Keep the momentum going if you can. It's not time. Normally we go to the guest, but it's a bit of us up here. So what have we got?
You're the guest. What do you have for us?
Normally we go to the Canada. Normally we go to the lounge for this, but cheers to you, Rosie.
Enjoying Pakistan's finest, the Danadar. Well, why not right up here as well, keeping us warm. Some of us have the aircon extremely high. The Danadar serving more than a few purposes. In red hot form as well, this I mean just now 68-run partnership. This has come off very quick time, so wanted the field is slightly open. Now Karachi Kings don't normally bowl the best in the power play. They've leaked runs against quite a gladiators as well. Again went for 66 in their first 6. But out in the power play, they're right up there in terms of economy. You only go at 7.5 runs and over. You take that in this version.
Good over so far. Just 4. Now then, David Warner, what have you got planned here? Can you find a way of just A, getting some wickets, and B, just putting a bit of a stop on this run rate?
Zampa.
Yeah, won't be far away. Milking. Looking at to pal Danadar tea, bit of milk in it. That's exactly what they're doing out there, just milking it. Right, create your content with any Inverex product or logo, post it on social media, and you can win a complete Inverex solar system. Oh, nearly. You need to get your foot down as well. Nearly dragged on, that's a good over. Excellent over, just 5 from it, 71 for 1.
Grip service Jesse, तो फिक्र कैसी? Pakistan's global diagram. Prime Minister's Digital Youth Hub, IT Education, जिद्दत महारत रोजगार और बाइख्तियार मुस्तकबिल के लिए पाकिस्तान का सबसे बड़ा यूथ प्लेटफॉर्म डाउनलोड नाउ।
अगली बार अगर इस तरह की खीर बनाओ तो ज्यादा बनाना।
लजीजा खीर में रिश्तों में लाए प्यार की मिठास।
Some high quality cricket to look forward to here. Adam Zampa up against 2 international batsmen. One of the very best to have played the modern game. Adam Zampa has been economical. He wants the batters to come at him if they can, but it'll be interesting to see how they go here. They're ahead of the game, or they'll feel that they're in a very strong position. May not take the risks against Zampa. Let's see.
Well, there are plenty of fans out there watching on TV. Everybody wants to just try and get in. And we might have created an opening. Here we go. Want to watch the match in the stadium? You can become a Pepsi super fan. Direct message a reel onto Instagram at Pepsi Pakistan featuring Pepsi. Use killing a beat there for a chance to win. So what a great opening this is from the HBL PSL. One of you lucky winners, a few of you throughout this contest, can make your way to watch live action. A matchup within a matchup. Adam Zampa most economical, going at under 6 runs and over. At the moment bowling to Mendes, but has a great matchup against Babar.
Swatard finds the man in the deep. Not quite. You see those taken on the odd occasion, but I think that was just a little too high.
It's a great hit. Kusal Mendes gets enough. With a flatter hit. Picked up the length very quickly. Salman Ali Agha at the boundary. Looked like he was in with a chance. Just over him. He was right at those boundary cushions. That is a great 6. A KFC 6 as well. Winning a fantastic scholarship every time the ball makes its way through the boundary for a 6. So 4 so far.
Good intent that from Mendes. Played a really good hand here, 47 from 24, and it's so important they still look to attack, even if it's Zampa. In a strong position, then they're going to need a big score. They're playing against a very strong side on a good pitch. Right down, but gets away with it. It's a good over for Peshawar Zalmi against Zampa. 11 from his first. 8 gone, 82 for 1.
नसीम बाहर आता है, इन ड्राइव खोता है, नसीम अपनी ऑफर डालता है और ड्राइवर की तरफ से जबरदस्त मीडियम ओवर, एक शानदार राइड हाजिर होती है नसीम और वो एक चैंपियन की तरह राइड लेता है, अपनी मर्जी की राइड ले। जिंदगी जियो, अगली बार अगर इस तरह की खीर बनाओ तो ज्यादा बनाना। लजीजा खीर में रिश्तों में लाए प्यार की मिठास।
Chipped in the air. Put it in the perfect gap and it's still racing away from David Warner. Has to go the Superman dive and half century now for Kusal Mendes. It's maiden half century in the PSL.
Yeah, it's been special with great intent, great options, particularly when it was pitched short. He's been quick to pick up length. It's exciting to watch when he's on song. Kusal Mendes.
The chorus too as well has been placed perfectly in the gap. Now these two are producing a wonderful little partnership, 87 of 50 deliveries. And they're setting up Peshawar Zalmi perfectly. I think it's a good pitch. Peshawar Zalmi is showing that. Well, make sure you go big or go home. With life-size J-Dot bottles, this is content swinging straight for a crawl. Create your video tag at j.fragrances.cosmetics. Use hashtag #WinAcross
Yeah, I mentioned the partnership of 88 losing the first wicket of Mohammad in that very first over, the second delivery in fact. And since then it's been a great rebuilding phase and doing it with great purpose. So Mendes certainly showing an array of options. Babar Azam continuing his great form in his last 11 innings. Up in the air and finds the gap comfortably. Once again picking up length well and executes.
Costly over it's been so far, hasn't it? 3 first delivery, a couple, and then because of the movement and being going up and down the pitch, all of a sudden they create even another loose ball, and then they're able to put it away. So 10 runs off this over so far. 1 delivery left. And driven beautifully through the cover region. So what looked like a big over is indeed that. 14 off. It's 96 for 1.
His service Jesse. Go figure Jesse. Pakistan's global diagram. कैसे सील ही तो है असली शॉट Prime Minister's Digital U-Turn, IT education, जिद्दत, महारत, रोजगार और बाइख्तियार मुस्तकबिल के लिए पाकिस्तान का सबसे बड़ा youth platform.
Adam Zampa back. Or continue, should I say. 6 off the last over of Zampa as the first of this HBL PSL off his own bowling. He seems like the guy to potentially be the one to break through.
Yeah, he certainly is. And Mendes certainly has other ideas.
Karachi Kings searching for another breakthrough, ideally. We need it sooner rather than later. 3 fielders deep on the leg, 2 on the off. Content creation is finally bearing fruit. Vigo tell Pakistan, giving every creator a chance to win big this PSL season.
Yeah, I mentioned Kusal Mendes has other ideas. Every time he's given the opportunity to find that length to get spin, he goes to the preferred option of cow corner, the slug sweep. Many a times we've seen that to great success. Brings up the 100 for the Zalmis as well.
Now, we mentioned at the top of the show about how effective Adam Zampa is. Has only picked up 3 wickets so far in this tournament, but just look at the amount of deliveries. A couple of games ago it was just over 30%. He's gone even higher, 43. And another one as well, but this is nicely timed and great running. Weighted it perfectly just outside the inner circle. So in the end, 6 runs off the over is 102 for 1.
जब टेस्टेड नहीं है ना वो आउट आउट अगली बार अगर इस तरह की खीर बनाओ तो ज्यादा बनाना लजीजा खीर में रिश्तों में लाए प्यार की मिठास सर्विस जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी, पाकिस्तान ग्लोबल डायरेक्टर एसिड स्टील ही तो है असली शॉट। जिंदगी जियो। ऑर्डर करने में 20,000 प्लस रेस्टोरेंट्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा सामान लेगा। नसीम बाहर आता है, इन ड्राइव खोलता है, नसीम अपनी ऑफर डालता है और ड्राइवर की तरफ से जबरदस्त मेड इन ओवर एक शानदार राइड हाजिर होती है। नसीम और वो एक चैंपियन की तरह राइड लेता है, अपनी मर्जी की राइड ले। अगली बार अगर इस तरह की खीर बनाओ तो ज्यादा बनाना। लजीजा खीर में रिश्तों में लाए प्यार की मिठास। गिफ्ट सर्विस जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी, पाकिस्तान ग्लोबल डायरेक्टर जो टेस्टेड नहीं है ना वो आउट। मशरिक़ वस्ता में जारी जंग के बायस आलमी मंडी में तेल की बढ़ती कीमतों के पेश नजर वजीर आजम पाकिस्तान शहबाज शरीफ की दानिशमंदाना क़यादत में हुकूमत के बरवक्त फैसलों की बदौलत तारीखी बचत इक़दामात और तरक्याती बजट में कटौती के जरिए ईंधन की कीमतों में तवाज़ुन बरकरार रखा गया है। ताकि हुकूमत ने इस मद में 129 अरब रुपए अवामी रिलीफ पर सर्फ किए हैं। काबीना की 2 माह की तनख्वाहों से दस्तबरदारी। जिंदगी जियो। अगली बार अगर इस तरह की खीर बनाओ तो ज्यादा बनाना। लजीजा खीर में रिश्तों में लाए प्यार की मिठास। प्राइम मिनिस्टर्स डिजिटल यूथ आईटी एजुकेशन जिद्दत महारत रोजगार और बाइख्तियार मुस्तकबिल के लिए पाकिस्तान का सबसे बड़ा यूथ प्लेटफॉर्म। डाउनलोड नाउ।
Because this is first 100 partnership and a high this so far this season, whereas Karachi Kings sometimes a little break. JP, coaches come out, give a bit of words of wisdom and hopefully get them back on track.
Yeah, and also what it can do is just stop the momentum for the Zalmis. Just sort of a pause and just regroup, reset. Get an idea of discussing the conditions, what has worked, what hasn't worked. And it brings about a change. Moeen Ali, exceptional record against left-handers. But he has to go against Mendes and Babar Azam. They are flying well in this partnership. 102 of 60 and still going.
Well, I think this is a coach's call, Moeen Ali, because he hasn't bowled yet. And against 2 right-handers, everyone's hesitant to bowl a right-arm offie. Single taken. So hopefully, for Karachi Kings, it brings about a bit of a change in fortune and maybe jag a wicket as well.
Yeah, it's very much a mindset thing, isn't it? From a batter's perspective, they certainly look at it as an option where they want to take down. And then from a bowler's perspective, generally, there's a sort of a defensive mindset to it, right? How do I just rotate the strike here, not create too much damage? But I think with the stage of the game, it's really trying to have that aggressive mindset. How can we break the partnership?
Prism X Tower, Islamabad, limited time offer to get 60% off on booking. 60%, wow. Nice
Yeah, deserves a nice little grin by the captain, Babar Azam. We saw Mohammad dart a few in the previous deliveries. A little bit of air given. Gets the length he's after. Not a lot of turn on offer. He backs his option over extra and executes beautifully.
And because of that last delivery, brings back the length. Babar Azam pounces all over it.
Now what's impressive about this is just the pause and waits to get a read on the length of the delivery. And a nice little shimmy with his feet that gets him into that position. Going nicely is Babar Azam. Little flick around the corner. And give up by the fielder. It's another comprehensive over for Peshawar Zalmi. It brings up the captain's 50 of just 32 deliveries. He's flying high and it's the end of the 11th. It's 117 for 1.
नसीम बाहर आता है, इन ड्राइव खोता है, नसीम अपनी ऑफर डालता है और ड्राइवर की तरफ से जबरदस्त मेडन ओवर, एक शानदार राइड हाजिर होती है नसीम और वो एक चैंपियन की तरह राइड लेता है, अपनी मर्जी की राइड लेता है। जिंदगी जी से ऑर्डर करने में 20,000 प्लस रेस्टोरेंट्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा।
Last 5 overs, 51 runs. And add another 4 to that as well. This is where your fielders really do need to lift.
Yeah, it's been such a contrast when you think about the fielding of these two teams. Peshawar Zalmi have been very efficient in the field, and the Karachi Kings, their woes in the field continue. Drop catches, and unfortunately haven't backed up the bowlers either.
Two are having a lot of fun out there, aren't they? Mendes, strike rate of 200, Babar Azam 162. Everyone talks about strike rate with him, but in these type of conditions, he assesses it extremely well. 37th half century in the HBL PSL for Babar Azam, just to go with his 12,000 runs in T20 cricket. Just keeps churning all of the runs, and a good clip, understands what he needs to do as well. Concept sometimes to bowl a little bit wider. Might have felt maybe a chance of them running down just too far wide. Well, bisected the fielders perfectly once again. This is amazing batting by Mendes.
Yeah, whether it's seen or spun, the ability to access that area of the ground continues to be a strength for Mendes. Beautiful hands, waits for it quite late, almost out of the keeper's gloves. And he continues to time it beautifully.
And now this is the highest partnership that we've seen in PSL 11, 130 runs. Remembering that these two met in the first over after Kushtel was able to remove Mohammad, and these two have absolutely counterpunched. Remembering that Peshawar Zalmi had only played less than 24 hours ago. Then call for two, and they'll get it as well. So good communication. Excellent over, 15 runs from it, it's 132 for 1.
सर्विस जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी पाकिस्तान ग्लोबल डायरेक्टर टेस्टेड स्टील ही तो है असली शॉट
Alright, this is a pretty crucial moment in the game because Adam Zampa has been reintroduced and been dealt with first ball. Now taking to the spinners, he's shaking his head, he's not happy. There's not much in the surface for him.
Well, he's winning this one against Adam Zampa. Top players tend to do that. You know, they line up the best bowler in the opposition to make the headlines, and Babar Azam has to prove a point against spin. Really has been, from that perspective, a very, very good innings.
That is possibly one of the better shots we've seen. I thought he timed it a little better, but he'll still get two. But he's running through the repertoire here, Babar. Right, you got 30 minutes to answer the Jazz Fun Pulse question. Go to www.fanpulse.jazz.com.pk. Answer the questions, exciting prizes. 30 minutes left. Dominic, brilliant that, mate. How you just waltz. 30 minutes. I'm going to come back to a question for both you two batters. A lot has been built up about Babar and the way he plays spin. And I'll go back to David Warner. Push still bowled, one over, 1 for 2. Why didn't he keep him on? And now, surely now he's in. It doesn't matter what you bowl at him. He's in now. You two know this as batters.
Even Adam Zampa was brought in a bit later, when he was settled.
Wonderful shot this time on the ground and finds the gap. There is high class. Yeah, he's having a tough night of it so far, Zampa.
Doesn't usually get swept or hit through mid-wicket because it's so accurate and so quick through the air. But this is a pitch which allows a little bit of head start to the batsman. It's not a pitch where the ball fizzes off the surface. Tremendous, what a knock he's played. 80 of 38.
Yeah, it's been pretty special, eye-catching so far. This time down the ground, has he got enough of it? Just.
Decent catch as well. You're right, he comes across it. You think, has he got enough? Is it going to be another scholarship from KFC? And it is. Just about. You beauty. 18 fours, 5 scholarships. So well done, actually. And I remember the scholarship when we were looking for that wonderful 6. Anyway, it's 154. This service Jesse, तो फिक्र कैसी पाकिस्तान ग्लोबल डायरेक्टर लजीजा रसमलाई घर में फौरन तैयार
Please allow order McKinsey, 3 with bullet pizza, less than very double roti.
इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने में 20,000 प्लस रेस्टोरेंट्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा
Problems here for Karachi. That's back in the attack. They need a wicket desperately. And that will just add a little bit more pain.
It's poor stuff from Karachi Kings. I mean, they're making it very tough for David Warner. He made it tough for himself, actually, by not getting pushed the ball, those extra overs when Babar Azam was young at the crease. Short and wide to a guy who's now into his 90s of 41.
goes to the
He's such a
preferred option to actually bowl wide.
He's got a sweep.
Covering it, and
Many a time he's seen that too well. Great
so you
success.
can't bowl that wide.
Brings up the 100 for
You
the
just
bowlers
gonna
as
get
well.
smashed.
Well, that is really clever. He knows where the gaps are. He's just playing the field. David Warner going to have to make some changes.
This is a bit predictable, I would say, from the bowlers. Because they've been dead keen on changing the pace, variations, and so it was lined up beautifully. He read it so well early. Because that's predictable now from some of these bowlers. Both Hamzas were very keen on those cutters, and it's Afridi now is following the same path and being penalised. Well, we were sitting in the hotel before we came here, Nick, and you said to me, this is a decent wicket, and you're spot on. We sat there thinking the whole Calendars have not played very well, because you go back to Greg Blewett, when he first got out to that surface earlier, he said he was excited because there's a bit of live grass on it. Parkview City free hit for fans. Visit Parkview City Facebook page and answer the question and get a chance to win a reward at the end of the match.
You beauty.
Parkview.
Not a scholarship.
No, that's KFC. Don't forget that question, Nick. Here it comes for you.
Free hit for fans. Win a prize contest. Who was the captain of Karachi Kings when they won HBL PSL 2020?
I know that.
Cork, tell us.
I'm not going to tell you.
us.
I want them to get involved. Come on, get involved. Parkview City, free hit for
You
fans.
might not have got it right.
Oh, I get it right. Anyway, this is a decent pitch. And
They'll
they
give
should
you a scholarship.
Oh, please.
Excellent. It's about the best he can do with what he's got. There's nothing for him in the surface. He almost has to take the surface out of it. Is that right, Dominic Cork, bowler?
Hamstring. Well, look, I think they just made a few mistakes. I'll go back to Push Still should have bowled more. I think they set their field to bowl wide here and with the odd slower delivery. Hence why they've got fine leg third up in the circle. But ultimately, Yorkies are right. Pace off isn't working at the moment. He's far away from 100.
Keep the strike. That's probably a good thing. 97 to his name. 161 for one.
Jab tested नहीं है ना वो out out I can feel जिंदगी जी
Prime Minister's Digital U-Turn. Anti-education, जिद्दत महारत रोजगार और बाइख्तियार मुस्तकबिल के लिए पाकिस्तान का सबसे बड़ा यू प्लेटफॉर्म डाउनलोड नाउ Can do this.
Right, time the guests to enjoy cricket with Pakistan's #1 tea brand, Tapal Danida, Tapal Tea Lounge. If you're with us early, Rushi was here with me. We had a bit of Tapal Tea Danida.
got a great hamper from Tapal Tea people. Thank you very much. And we even got our names on our cups as well.
That is right, yeah. Not where intended, but things are going the way of Peshawar Zalmi. That is the highest ever partnership for Peshawar Zalmi in the history of the PSL. Wow, 166 from just 87. Good surface, albeit, but that is outstanding batting.
Clearly, yes. Babar Azam has played spin superbly, so that's a major plus for him. Also from bowling point of view, because I felt that they were a little negative from ball number one, change of pace,
Just not willing to attack enough. Slapped up. Now this should be maybe there's going to work to do. No, he got in a real mess. He wasn't sure whether to go back or... Either way, it's another one either gone down or should have been taken or could have been taken. So I take the fielder. Young fellow should have done a better job than this. He's a good fielder. Got in a bit of a mental tangle, technical tangle as well. You've got to target them sideways, always. Too much of a change of pace and big negative as far as wicket taking is concerned. It's another misfield. I mean, some of it has been a horror show, really. I mean, it's a beautiful outfit. Club taxi. What a lively atmosphere. Club taxi. Dorky will be out there. You bet I will. I'll be taking the tap out to him. Kentucky up there. Come on. Don't mind that, right? Young man making his way in the game to be able to take pace off and set your field and then execute. That's good from the young left armour. So up against the man who's 98 or 46, he said, what would you do as a bowler? Exactly what he's doing. Don't become predictable. Look at the field that's set. You can't bowl full and outside off stump or he's going to go over mid-off. Into the surface and the odd Yorker here and there. Push for two. He's interested, Babar's not. And it's just one, so 99. 5 to go, 170 for one. Can do this. Jesse, go figure Jesse. Pakistan's global diagram. Test it still तो है. असली शॉट. What a moment. An outstanding 100 from Kusal Mendes. He really has played terrifically well and rightly so. Will be applauded. That has given his side a real chance of a significant score here. First Sri Lankan to score 100 in HBL PSL history, so a special moment for him and for his fans back home. Really has been a splendid innings. It's taken pressure off Babar. And if you think about Babar and all the hundreds he got, you can just see in the bottom right there, it's the quickest by a Zalmi batter. First 100 outside Sri Lanka as well, so lots of good things for him. And for this team now to push on. We go back to what we said at the start, me and you, Rammies. Win ugly last night, come out and enjoy a better wicket tonight. I've got that one, it's one of yours, come that one. I wouldn't do it that far. I wouldn't get it out of the circle. One of those games where Karachi Kings would feel that they need to chase down a score of more than 200, so they've given up any hope of making a comeback. So it's got to be damage control from here till the end. Who's going to control the damage though? Slapped hard, slapped high, and another boundary. Highest ever partnership in the history of PSL.
PSL. That's not just for Peshawar Zalmi. That is a history of the competition across all sides. We're seeing something pretty special tonight. And not so special Adam Zampa tonight. He's gone for plenty. I mean, you associate discipline and wicket-to-wicket stuff from Adam Zampa. None for 44 in 2.4. That's the other thing. They've not really been able to find the leader with the ball. Adam Zampa was supposed to give them a bit of control. That's an overthrow, so what's new? I mean, they've really been shot in the field. Yeah, not looked good. Look like they've been away, apart, and don't look together at the moment. So work for that man to do. Yeah, sensational. And also the fact that this surface over the last couple of years, the average score first innings has plummeted 165 on these sort of surfaces. If they play on these, they're only going to get better and better. This is definitely a 220 wicket. Down the ground, not the middle of the bat, but will go one down short. Incredible shot, what an over. Zampa's been dealt with here. 4 overs gone for 51. 186 for 1.
If Sarvaj Jesse, तो फिक्र कैसी? Pakistan's global diagram. जिंदगी जियो। नसीम बाहर आता है, ड्राइव खोता है, नसीम अपनी ऑफर डालता है और ड्राइवर की तरफ से जबरदस्त मेडन ओवर, एक शानदार राइड हाजिर होती है। नसीम और वो एक चैंपियन की तरह राइड लेता है, अपनी मर्जी की राइड लेता है।
Really. What a first inning this is for the Peshawar Zalmi. 186 for 1 in 16. What a moment. Mendes. 100 to his name and he's not done. There is a lot of command, a lot of control. 13 boundaries and 4 sixes. And to complement all of that, the skipper at the other end. 79 of 45, Babar Azam a partnership for 187. Straight as you like, and that kicks around another boundary. They are firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, seeing it amazingly well. There's Peshawar Mendes. Back of the hand slow ball. Doesn't matter what you deliver. The intent that is shown has been extremely effective. And he executes yet again for another boundary.
More out of the middle. And should be taken. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant at the end. Just as the ball decided to leave the field, lunges horizontal. That provides a crucial breakthrough to the Karachi Kings.
Partnership that needed to be broken from the Karachi Kings perspective. It's an area of the game that they've fallen short tonight. And throughout the start of this HBL PSL, Karachi Kings in the field. But not on that occasion. Taken beautifully in the deep. But take a bow. Peshawar Mendes, 109 of 52 deliveries. The Zalmi is 192 for 2.
प्लीज हमारा ऑर्डर लिख लीजिए 2 बड़े पिज्जा लहसुन वाली डबल रोटी इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने में 20,000 प्लस रेस्टोरेंट्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फुल पैदा सामान लेगा। अपनी गाड़ी और मोटरसाइकिल की रजिस्ट्रेशन अपने नाम करवाएं ताकि हुकूमत की जानिब से किसी भी रिलीफ को बआसानी हासिल कर सकें।
हम दोनों रोजाना ऑफिस एक ही जगह से आते हैं, तो क्यों ना हम दोनों ये फैसला करें कि एक दिन ऑफिस आने के लिए आपकी गाड़ी यूज करें और एक दिन मैं अपनी गाड़ी यूज करूं। हाँ, ये बात तो ठीक है, इससे पेट्रोल की बचत भी होगी और मुल्क का फायदा भी।
पेट्रोल में किफायत यारी एक कौमी फैसला, एक अहम जिम्मेदारी हुकूमत पाकिस्तान
जो टेस्टेड नहीं है ना वो आउट। Michael Bracewell picks off from where his counterpart left. That is a staggering hit. What a way to get off the mark.
An area of the game that has found great success at the back end of an innings in T20 cricket, Michael Bracewell. And it just takes him one delivery to get going. Gets it in the slot, not going to miss out.
What a belter off a surface. The fact that he can come in and hit the ball a long way. No sight is required. In spite of the partnership broken 11 off for this over. It will be certainly a good track. Plenty of runs on it. Side that is 133 in Karachi Kings. I just feel with 3.1 overs left, this is going to be a mammoth score to chase down.
Yeah, they're certainly going to have their work cut out for them in a few overs' time when they come out to bat. Edge! And taken. Elation for Karachi Kings. Muchly needed to put a halt on the innings.
A double strike. A pass on Fabian, an important wicket. Because he can take bowling lineups apart, Michael Bracewell. A hint of width and edges it through to the keeper. Simple for Azam behind the stumps of Babar after he strikes twice. Importantly, in the same overs, it gets a centurion in Kusal Mendes. Follows up by picking up Michael Bracewell for 6. Zalmi 197 for 3.
से ऑर्डर करने में 20,000 प्लस रेस्टोरेंट्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा। गिफ्ट सर्विस जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी? पाकिस्तान ग्लोबल डायरेक्टर लजीजा रसमलाई घर में फौरन तैयार।
Checked into the field, straight back. Just the once Babar rolls over, one more to go to 80. He's been joined by Abdul Samad. He's out there because of this.
Yeah, importantly, from Karachi Kings' perspective, it's not just to look at this last few overs and say, well, we'll just take whatever we can chase. They still need to try and reduce, still need to try and get a couple of wickets. And the Busters have done exactly that.
Abdul Samad can strike the long ball over 200 his strike rate. Really good angle this. The best batter of the tournament gets a Mohammad cap and the best bowler the Fazal Mahmood cap. Sajida Farhan and Hassan Ali respectively, those two at the moment. Both of them, whoever the winner will be at the end of the tournament will get their house completely solar powered by Inverex. Yeah, crucial deliveries, the 16 deliveries remaining very crucial for Karachi Kings if they can just hold things together. Those two wickets in the previous over from Abbas Al-Fadi to get rid of Kusal Mendes and Michael Bracewell extremely important. Now they need to follow it up with not making too many boundaries. Well, it's a KFC Yari moment. You can make moments memorable, enjoy, and order KFC at home. Every of that order, enjoy, and make wonderful memories because KFC Yari Wali. Crunched. Absolutely crunched to that offside. Brings up the 200 as well in fine fashion. Babar Azam 84 now.
Yeah, just held his ground a little bit in terms of his footwork. You saw him try and advance well onto the offside to try and access that wide ball. But on that occasion, eyes level and allowed to free his arms beautifully. Executes yet again. Class act, Babar Azam.
Fielder gets down in time. It's the one. Yep, and those last 2 wickets were taken in the bus after he's over. They were going at 12 and over. Karachi Kings would like to their savers wickets, yes, but stem the boundaries. Where can we just halt the boundary hitting somewhere? Because at the moment, that's all Peshawar Zalmi are looking at. Some of the big boundary hitter, he's been sent in exactly for that reason. It was good bowling. Wide Yorker. With that couple, me and Hamza bowls it over that goes for 9, 206 for 3.
You tested me, you know. You're out. Out.
Please allow ordinary creature. No other bread pizzas. Less than body double roti.
इनको बनाने का एक से ऑर्डर कर लेना 20,000 प्लस रेस्टोरेंट्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा सामान लेगा अजीजा खीर में रिश्तों में लाए प्यार की मिठास Prime Minister's Digital U-Turn IT Education जिद्दत महारत रोजगार और बाइख्तियार मुस्तकबिल के लिए पाकिस्तान का सबसे बड़ा यू प्लेटफॉर्म डाउनलोड नाउ
Touch too straight and going down leg side. Searching for drop hole delivery here. Plenty of smiles. Not sure which side they're supporting, but if you're a Zalmi fan, big smiles. It is a Vigotel selfie moment. Now fresh off the plane, and there will be a few thinking caps around for the Karachi Kings. Go fetch that from the stands. Big hit
be a question as to why this option. The Yorker has been working for him, Abbas Afridi. We've seen a few opportunities for this back of the hand slow ball, and it's been dispatched, and yet again, it's a sting strike.
The strong man Abdul Samad already in a partnership with Michael Bracewell. 33 of 11 in that game. Oh, another one. This one even better. Even further. What a strike. This is back-to-back sixes for Abdul Samad.
Yeah, you feel that there needs to be some sort of conversation from the hierarchy at the top of his mark. You feel that this option is certainly not working. He's gone back-to-back slow balls. And from a Zalmi perspective, they'll grab it. Back-to-back maximums.
Two fantastic strikes. Teapots all around. There's a mini meeting behind the stumps. Azam Khan in that himself. Where does he go? Full straight block hole. A double strike in his previous over. Abbas Afridi that went for 11 since. This one, 13 in 3.